We are live, baby. We are live. Live in the wreck, live in the wreck, live in the wreck, live in the wreck. It's your boy, always real, never fake. Alex Rawtalk is in the building. This is definitely a later live stream. What's up, TJ? What is up, Walter? What's up, guys? What is up? 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 How are you guys doing on this Wednesday? Right? Yeah, today's Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. So sadly, I did not get the 5G standalone toggle to turn on. Yeah, OG Tech, we are live and direct. What's up, Brandon? I didn't get the standalone 5G toggle to turn on the iPhone 15 Pro. And when I was asking Gemini, they said a lot of people in New Jersey have been having problems because Verizon has been taking long to provision the standalone on U.S. mobile accounts after they're activated on eSIM. So I got no choice but to wait, guys. But to wait. You know, new visible deals. Oh yeah, I seen those. I seen those. They're for a year. Yeah, I seen those, bro. I looked them up when you told me the new visible deals. So I'll show them on the live stream. I don't got a problem showing them. We can show them on the live stream. That ain't no problem. So that ain't no issue. So let me make sure I'm on the right screen. I don't want to kick myself out the live stream like I did last time. Give me a second, guys. www. Dot. What is it? Oh yeah, visible, 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 visible. Here we go. We're on Visible's website. Okay. Now let's go to screen share. The $24 plan for $20 is really good for a year. That's a good deal. So I'm gonna show it to you guys right now, guys. Look, are you guys watching what I'm watching? Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing though? You guys are. You guys are definitely seeing what I'm saying. Okay, so it says join Visible and go unlimited for only $20 a month. Pick any monthly plan and get unlimited 5G data on the Verizon network. Shrinking at 20, hold on. Starting at $20 a month for 12 months. Use code fresh start. I guess that's what that says, right? Yeah, fresh start. Use code fresh start at checkout. And remember, if you want to save an extra $20 on top of that, you could use my referral code. I will be dropping it down in the live stream after the live. Or if you guys want it sooner, let me know and I'll put it in the comment section. I'll pin it in the comment section of the live stream and you guys will save $20 on your second month. So for this one, you'll pay five because Visible's not going to let you pay zero. Because last time that I did this, I still had to pay five the next month. You'll pay five for the 20, 10 for the 30, and 20 for the 40. And the great part about this 12 months deal is that you don't got to port in the number. The 5 year deal, you had to port in your number. You had to port in your number to get this for uh for 5 years. So, and right here it says select this plan, select this plan, select this plan. So remember, fresh start. And it doesn't say nothing about a porting required. So the $24 plan for $20 a month for those that don't care about millimeter wave or C-band and you just want a reliable phone to make calls and stuff like that, or let's say you want something for your business, but you really don't want a business line. The $20 plan is really affordable. It gives you unlimited low band 5G, unlimited talk and text, and your Gucci, and unlimited hotspot at 5 megs per second. So you can't beat that. For $20 a month, you're getting a heck of a deal with the $20 plan from Visible, guys. With the $20 plan with Visible. Just got the S26 Ultra. Okay, that's what's up, bro. What's your name? The Raul? Raul? I don't want to butcher your name, bro. The Raul, the real or real? I don't, the real. That's what's up, bro. What color did you get your S26 in, if you don't mind me asking? The S26 Ultra. What? you know, what did you get it in? So, like I said, $20 a month for the $25 plan, definitely a great deal. Check out annual. Oh, to check out the annual plans? Okay, hold on. Let me click back over. See, 50% off. So you get 50% off. So not bad. You'll pay 275 for a whole year instead of paying, let me see, 6 and 6, it's 120, so 240. So instead of paying, no, but this one still says 275. So the only one that's 50% off is the Visible Plus Pro plan. This is not bad, but I think it would have been sweeter if they would have done half price on these two. I think, but the Visible Plus Pro plan for $225 for a whole year, hell yeah, that's $450 savings. Because if you think about it, $40 a month for 12 months. Let me see, $40. I got to do some math. 40 times 12 equals 480. 480, and you're only paying. You're trying to open it. Yeah, hold on, guys. I gotta help my niece. You're leaving? Oh, he bought you McDonald's. Okay. Well, oh, he's gonna take her to get McDonald's. Gotcha. All right, guys, I'm back. I was opening the door for my niece because my brother came to pick her up. All right, so $225 for the Visible Plus plan. It is definitely a heck of a deal. A heck of a deal. Okay, a heck of a deal. Now, I wish they would have done half price on all these plans, and then Visible would have really killed it. You know what I'm saying? If they would have done 50% off of this, would have been 125. 50% off of this, 375. Let me see, 150. So what? 175. One something. I can't do the math off the top of my head right now, guys, but definitely a killer deal on the Visible Plus Pro plan. Definitely a killer deal. So I know a lot of people were sticking around when I was talking about US Mobile. But guys, the provisioning to US Mobile is not easy. You guys got to remember that Verizon is got to authorize, right? Has to authorize the activation of standalone on my visible line on the 15 Pro. So there is a provisioning time. And due to the fact that that provisioning times can take long to reports on Reddit about people experiencing the same issue I'm experiencing right now on the work network, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm not gonna I'm already stressed out because my back hurts. I'm not gonna stress myself out because Verizon hasn't provisioned my US mobile account to pick up standalone. So as you guys can see, the standalone toggle is still not highlighted, so I cannot turn it on. So I'm not gonna stress myself about that. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So like I said, the plans from US Mobile, I mean sorry, from Visible are awesome. You get $5 off. See? Se fue con él para McDonald's. Ah, oh, okay. So qué, ella se la va a llevar a la mãe. O se va a quedar aquí como quiera. Pues seguro, viene para acá. Oh, okay. Porque la van a buscar para comprarle algo. Are you canceling cricket? I'm seriously thinking about canceling cricket. What's your name, broski? What's up, Joseph? I'm really thinking about canceling cricket, to be completely honest with you guys. I really am because uh cricket is on the last straw. The only way I'm gonna stay with them, because I gotta call them. The only way that I'm gonna stay with them is if they leave, if they what you gonna call it? If they give me a discount. If they give me a discount of $20, at least $20, where I'm paying 35 for the next 3 months until they get the 5G standalone started, then I'm just gonna leave. If they don't do that discount, I'm leaving. I'm definitely leaving. Definitely leaving. Hold on, guys. So yeah, if they don't give me that discount, guys, I'm definitely leaving Cricket. If they don't give me like a $20 to $25 discount for the next 3 months, I'm not staying with Cricket. I'm not. I'm leaving. I am definitely leaving. I don't care if they say, "Oh, this account's been open for so long." I don't give a crap. I do not care, guys. I do not care, to be honest. I do not care because I'm sick and tired of calling them and them lying to me, saying, "Oh yeah, man, look, this is gonna be finished by this day," and nothing gets done. They just keep telling me that so I don't cancel the service because I'm like, "Yo, just give me my port out pay." No, sir, just please wait. And that's all they know how to do is lie. So they can keep their lying behinds uh, away from me. Basically, I don't really care. Like I said already, I really don't care. Like I'm tired of cricket stuff. I'm not even trying to stress myself. I got the line completely turned off on the iPhone 15 Pro. Completely, completely. I'm using US Mobile, and it and then as it's looking, I'm not gonna be able uh, to even keep US Mobile. I mean, really not. I'm really not. So hopefully by before the 24th this month, US Mobile's gonna charge my card. Yeah, the 24th. Hopefully by the 24th I'm back at work or something. Because if not, you know. So it sucks, but yeah, it is what it is. What's up, Brandon? If you want cricket, you could just use US Mobile AT&T site if you really wanted to go. What? Cricket, that's where be your. Oh yeah, I mean, US Mobile would be my cricket replacement because I would be saving money. With cricket, I pay $60 worth without auto pay, or I pay $55 with auto pay. So it's like I told you guys before, I don't care about hotspot. That's not important to me. And saving $11 a month now that I'm not working, yeah, I don't care. My girl's line has HBO Max, so you know what I'm saying. I appreciate the people that did sign up to cricket using my referral, my cricket referral code. You guys are still going to get your $25 discount at the end of the day, even if I cancel, because you have to be with Cricket for more than 90 days. And I've been with Cricket since November of last year. So you guys are going to get your money regardless if I cancel my line or not. So you guys don't got to worry about that. You got to be an active customer for 90 days. And I've been with a customer for what? How long? Let me see. December, January, February, March, April. 5 months. So yeah, I'm past due. Past due. So you guys are good. But I just can't keep dealing with the nonsense, guys. At least, with US Mobile, I switched over to Warp. You know what I'm saying? If Warp goes bad, I could switch over to T-Mobile. You get what I'm saying? And then when ese es mío, todos esos teléfonos que están ahí son míos.
Ay, pero el mío.
Tú no lo bajaste para abajo.
Abajo. Yo lo tenía acá abajo, uno ve que puse el cable, lo saqué para cargar lo que se está descargando.
I don't know, lo dejaste encima del sofá, chequea encima del sofá.
Esos son tuyos los cuatro.
Seguro. So, I'm just not gonna do that, bro. The whole situation with Cricket, not dealing with AT&T's nonsense. Like right now, they're losing customers like there's no tomorrow. Not even joking. The Metro store today packed again. I went to the ATM to take out some money for the bills that I had to get my mom. So I took out the money, and the Metro store is like not too far from my bank, and I could see all the people in there, all the people in there. So of course, I'm gonna be nosy. I crossed the street because I was gonna go to McDonald's and eat anyway, and I went across the street, and there were Cricket customers. There was like more than 15 Cricket customers jumping ship because they said their service sucked in Trenton, which it does. It does, and AT&T is not doing things fast enough. I guess to them, instead of arguing with PNC, which is the electric company here in New Jersey, well, in Trenton, they should be just giving them whatever the hell they want because they make so much money off of us here. What the hell's 50,000 at AT&T? AT&T spends more than 50,000 on whatever BS they want to. So that's what PNC wants. They want 50 grand to put a new electric grid because of the small cell that I showed you guys. The AT&T 5G plus small cell, the N77 Ericsson panel, little garbage can looking thing. So they're in a tug of war. Okay, they're in a tug of war. PNC wants 50 grand. That shit's been there since last August, and that's why it hasn't been turned on. But now that the hospital got it, when that whole building just they knock it down, AT&T is gonna go dark. AT&T is gonna go dark. And if they want that subcontractor to take longer to take the building down, they better hope that they're gonna have to dish out some serious money. Because I'm not even joking. That demolished crew's getting paid a lot of money to take that building down. Probably like $250,000. So AT&T is gonna have to dish out like 80 grand to pause their demolition, and it looks like it stopped because I didn't. My boy works security, and I was laughing. I was telling him that his colleague was following me around the building when I was recording, and he was like, "What?" He was laughing. I'm like, "Yeah, bro. I was just, I'm a YouTuber. I was showing people that the hospital's coming down. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, AT&T service is gonna go damn. And guys, give me a second because I gotta go turn on the TV for my mom because she doesn't know how to mess with the Fire Stick TV because the downstairs TV is a Roku, and Roku and Fire Sticks are two different TVs. Like the system is different. How to look to put it on HDMI. And my mom is gonna be 84. She's not getting any younger. So let me go help her out because that's what she wanted me to help her with the TV. Turn it on upstairs. Give me a second, guys. I'll be back fast. I am back, guys. I am back. Okay. So, like I was saying, if Cricket doesn't give me a discount, I'm gonna let the line get canceled out, or better yet, I'll port in my number from Cricket. I'll tell them, no, then give me my account number and routing number. I mean, give me my, I thought it was like a bank. Give me my account number and port out PIN, and I'm transferring my line to the Dark Star on US Mobile, so that way they could be really shook. He's leaving the US Mobile, man, and I'm gonna tell them, yep. And in these type of situations, I could switch between all three carriers with US Mobile. I'm gonna rub that in their face. Oh, but you're not gonna have HBO Max. I don't care about HBO Max. I can pay for that shit myself. Oh, but you're not gonna have 150 gigs of storage. I don't give a shit about 150 gigs of storage. I could buy that shit myself. So I'm gonna be brutally honest with Cricket. That's it, and it's game over. But yeah, these are if you guys are seeing the US Mobile, the visible background is because these are the new deals. You get the $20 plan, $25 plan for 20, the $35 plan for 30, and the $45 plan for 40. So this is most popular visible, best value visible plus, ultimate experience, unlimited visible plus pro, which is the one that I have. This comes with a Apple Watch line. Okay, it comes with an Apple Watch line. So it has the switch service included. So watch service included is what I'm trying to say. So definitely this $40 plan, like I told you guys, I can call DR, I can call Central and South America, also in United Kingdom, and it has a whole bunch of stuff there. Let me see, what did Joseph write? They are is a hard difference in service with every MVNO brand. Oh no, I know that, Joseph. But the problem is, Joseph, that right now the service with AT&T here in Trenton, New Jersey, in the Philadelphia market, is running like straight. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to say the word. Is running like hot dog water. It's just like their piece of crap one plan, their new plan, the core one core plan. That thing is garbage. That plan is garbage. You can't upgrade your phone. You got a set price of $90 and you get the home internet. That plan is not for everybody. It has taxes and fees included, but does freaking AT&T have nationwide uh fiber service? No. No. So it's straight dog crap. It's straight dumpster fire garbage, illuminated with extra 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 garbage. That's exactly what that plan is. A heap of hot dumpster fire garbage. You know what I'm saying? That new plan. Matter of fact, let me look that plan up since I'm trashing it right now. Oh shoot, I moved the screen over here. I don't even know how the hell I did this. Oh shoot. I can't see you guys right now. Let me close this out. Boom, there we go. I don't know how the hell I moved the other screen over here. But yeah, the new AT&T plan, the one core plan is trash. AT&T's new one core plan, I don't even know what the hell. All right, it says hold on a fast and secure 5G network, order now on AT&T. Hold on. Oh, what's it called? One Connect. I'm sorry. It's called one. Let's see this One Connect piece of plan. I'm gonna do a screen share right now. This is hot dog water, like my brother from another mother, Carlos S. Tech said. Look at this. AT&T launches One Connect, the first ever single subscription for unlimited connectivity. AT&T One Connect makes connectivity simple one subscription, one what fat first monthly price, okay, and coverage for wireless and home internet assistance your devices, okay. So this is the one connect. So let's see. AT&T's first and only connectivity I can't, I hate being dyslexic, provider to compare fast, reliable home internet at wireless together. Accounts also may devices as need as many connect as many devices as needed with one simple subscription and one hold on in one all in one price. Okay. In under 5 minutes, new customers can sign up for AT&T wireless 1 gig fiber. Simply the connection price and whatever. Okay, connected to everyone. AT&T One Connect runs on America's largest wireless and fiber network, which that's a lie, and America's best and fastest home internet compatible devices for simple experienced customers, device, and different connected, blah, blah, blah features. So, okay, so this is the base of One Connect. Okay. Why this plan is garbage? You guys might be asking. Because they don't have fiber everywhere. Okay. So, can people in New Jersey get this plan? No. Can people in Pennsylvania get this plan? No. Can people in New York get this plan? I don't know. I don't know if AT&T Uverse is available in New York. Matter of fact, let's X Gemini. I'm not gonna break my head. I'm not gonna give myself a migraine. Let's just X Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Gemini. In what states does AT&T have AT&T Uverse fiber?
As of 2026, AT&T has significantly expanded its fiber footprint through both organic growth and recent acquisitions. It is important to note that AT&T officially retired the Uverse branding for its internet services. The product is now simply marketed as AT&T Fiber. AT&T Fiber is now available in parts of over 30 states, with the most robust coverage concentrated in the South and Midwest. States with AT&T Fiber coverage. The list of states with AT&T Fiber availability includes region, states, South, Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, North Carolina, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Midwest.
Midwest, see? They don't got nothing out here in the East Coast.
Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Michigan, Missouri, Ohio, Wisconsin. West, Arizona, California, Nevada, New Mexico. New acquisitions, 2026. Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Utah, Colorado, Nebraska, Iowa. Key updates for 2026. The Lumen acquisition. In early 2026, AT&T finalized a deal to acquire fiber assets from Lumen Technologies. This added more than 1 million subscribers and extended their reach into the Pacific Northwest and Mountain West, including states like Oregon, Washington, and Utah for the first time. Expansion status. While AT&T provides some form of internet, like IPBB or 5G home internet, in all 50 states, actual fiber to the home is still location-specific. It is primarily found in major metropolitan areas such as Los Angeles, Dallas, Chicago, and Atlanta. Service transition. If you are currently on an older Uverse plan, AT&T has been actively migrating those customers to their newer fiber or Internet Air 5G platforms as legacy DSL infrastructure is phased out. Would you like me to look up the specific fiber availability for a particular city or zip code?
So, so do they have? Hold on. So do they have any type of fiber in the East Coast?
Yes, AT&T has a presence on the East Coast, though it is currently concentrated in the Southeast and specific pockets of the Northeast. While AT&T does not have blanket fiber coverage across the entire Atlantic seaboard like Verizon Fios does in the North, they have been expanding rapidly. East Coast fiber availability, 2026. Region. States with AT&T fiber coverage. Southeast. Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Mid-Atlantic, Pennsylvania. Select metros like Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. Northeast, Connecticut. Specific areas like Hartford and New Haven. Key details on East Coast coverage. The Lumen effect. With the recent 2026 acquisition of Lumen Technologies, formerly CenturyLink/Quantum Fiber, AT&T has picked up additional infrastructure in the eastern half of the US. This has allowed them to offer fiber in some areas that were traditionally considered off-net. The gap in NYNJ. In much of the Northeast, like New York and New Jersey, the landline fiber infrastructure is largely owned by Verizon. In these states, if AT&T fiber isn't at your specific address, they usually offer AT&T Internet Air, their 5G home internet, as the primary high-speed alternative. Infrastructure layout. On the East Coast, AT&T fiber is highly metropolitan. You are much more likely to find it in downtown areas or new apartment builds in cities like Charlotte, North Carolina, Atlanta, Georgia, or Miami, Florida, than in rural coastal towns. Since coverage can change from one block to the next, would you like me to check the specific availability for your zip code or a city you're interested in?
Well, I know my zip code. I don't think they're ever gonna have service over here.
You're likely
AT&T.
right about that. In Trenton, 08608, AT&T's infrastructure is almost entirely focused on their wireless network rather than fiber to the home. In New Jersey, the fiber war is primarily between Verizon Fios and Optimum, as they own the physical lines in the ground. AT&T generally doesn't build out new residential fiber in areas where those two are already established. What's available in your area? 08608 for 2026. If you're looking for high-speed options, you actually have some of the fastest fiber currently available in the country, just not from AT&T. Optimum Fiber. They have a heavy presence in Trenton and are now offering speeds up to 8 gigabits per second in select neighborhoods. Verizon Fios, extremely widely available in your zip code with symmetrical speeds, same upload and download up to 2 gigabits per second. Earthlink. They often piggyback on other networks to offer fiber service in areas where the primary carrier might not. AT&T's alternative for you. Since they won't be digging up the streets for fiber there anytime soon, AT&T's current strategy for your zip code is AT&T Internet Air.
That is garbage. Right now, the towers are not even working up to par. So how are they gonna try to offer internet air when you're getting 5 megs down and 0 megs up?
That is a massive drop-off, and you're right. At those speeds, the service is basically unusable for anything beyond a basic text email. Getting 5 megabits per second down and 0 megabits per second up suggests you're either dealing with extreme sector congestion or, more likely, a backhaul issue at the specific tower serving your part of Trenton.
Correct, because the hospital's being demolished, so their micro tower is gone, and they're connecting me to a micro tower that's really far from my house.
That makes total sense, and it perfectly explains why your metrics are cratering. You're hitting the cell site relocation wall. The demolition of the former St. Francis Medical Center, Capitol Health East Trenton, is a massive blow to local signal density. That building was a prime high site for carriers in Trenton. When they pull those macro or micro cells off a tall roof like that, they usually try to offload the traffic to the next closest site, which, in your case, sounds like it's too far to maintain a clean SNR, signal to noise ratio. Why your signal is garbage right now. The distance problem. Since you're being handed off to a further tower, your phone has to scream, use more power to reach it, and the tower's response is arriving weak. That 0 megabits per second upload is the classic sign of your device not having the reach to successfully handshake with the distant tower. Obstruction. Moving from a high roof site to a distant microcell often means you lose the line of sight.
There you go. That's true. So it's not AT&T's fault that the hospital's going down, but they knew. Like I was told back in, oh man, Jesus. When we went to see my daughter's old neurologist there, he was super cool. He was funny. I love the guy. He was super cool, super down to earth. He like, making us laugh, me and my daughter and stuff. When I took her to her neurology appointments, He told me this back in 2020. He said by 2025, the hospital, by late 2025, the hospital will be late, at September, it will be shut down, and they'll start demolishing the hospital early January 2026. And exactly what he said, exactly what happened. Exactly what happened. So I don't know what kind of money Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile were giving the hospital to have them towers on top of the hospital, but I guess it wasn't enough for the hospital to get the maintenance it needed. And it really hurts because right now with back pain, that hospital's 3 blocks away from my house. If they had to give me any type of medicine where I was going to feel drowsy, I only had to walk 3 blocks. I didn't have to pay no Uber like I do now. So I just think that I'm not too happy with the state of New Jersey where I live at, because if they got money to blow on dumb stuff, then they definitely got money, taxpayer dollars. Like I pay taxes on my YouTube paycheck and my work paycheck, using my taxpayer dollars to rebuild the hospital would have been a nice thing. I don't care if they would have gave them the money that they needed. They needed around $1 billion to do the maintenance that the hospital needed for it to stay there. And I think that people should have fought, because the new hospital that I gotta go to is not bad, but it's just always jam packed. Always jam packed. Always, always, always. And with back pain, who wants to sit there and sit down? So that's why I be rushing to get home. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, I'll be rushing to get home, because the beds they'll give them to people that are drunk and are sleeping on the bed, and then people that are like me in pain and paying for health insurance and all this shit, basically getting treated like second class citizens. Well, the drunkies and the druggies get to lay down on the bed, but I understand you have insurance, but you have to sit down on this chair. And who wants to sit down on a chair in pain? So that's what I don't really like. St. Francis always had beds, even if they were going to put you on the edge of a wall because the rooms were filled up. They would put you on a bed though. You know what I'm saying? You would have your own little bed right there. It looks like the beds that you get on, when you're getting into the ambulance, them little beds, that little like couch looking thing. But it was better than a chair. So, I'm kind of upset. I'm serious. I'm kind of upset. I haven't talked about this on a live stream, but I am upset that the hospital's being demolished, the closest hospital and the hospital that everybody loved. You know what I'm saying? They treated everybody nice. It was really close. And now I gotta pay Uber to come back. It's just a pain in the ass, guys. Let's be honest. It's a real pain in the ass. Just going out my way. Going out my way. Really pain in the ass. But other than that, guys, back to what we were talking about. Now my back pain. There's one connect plan from AT&T is hot water garbage. Is basura. No bueno. No bueno. No bueno. No bueno. Okay. I heard you can't upgrade on this plan. You can't do nothing. And then you got other YouTubers talking about this is the best plan in the world. I gotta give it to AT&T. Bro, how you gonna give it to AT&T when not everybody can get the plan? That's one. They added taxes and fees to a plan that they tried to do a T-Mobile, but they couldn't go through with it. That's what they did. They tried to do a T-Mobile, but they couldn't go through with it. Because T-Mobile, when they added taxes and fees, they added to all plans, not just to a particular. Well, we're gonna name this plan the One Connect plan, and we're gonna bundle the 5G home internet with business home internet in one plan, and we're gonna do the same thing on the mobile side and everything on the metro side. And come on, like seriously, seriously. That's why people need to stop praising something. I'm not gonna praise something a company does if it's not available for everybody. Okay, or for at least majority of the people. Now, I praise T-Mobile on the home internet because there's people all over the United States with T-Mobile home internet. Okay, there's people in Arizona, people in Florida, people in Cali, California, Las Vegas, all over. So I can high praise that. But how you gonna high praise this one connect plan, right? That is straight dumpster fire. It's hot garbage. It is hot garbage. Okay, hot garbage. So I guess to make this one person, because I'm not gonna name their name, they know who they know who they are. They know who they are. I'm gonna embarrass the crap out of you later. I'm gonna put Cricket versus Team Eight freaking Metro for tonight's speed test for you guys for Thursday, and you're gonna see how Metro by T-Mobile is going to massacre uh piece of crap AT&T. Because how dare they say, oh, well, for Trenton, New Jersey, we got air. What air, you jackass? If the speeds are so slow, you can't do nothing with it. Who the hell wants dinosaur speeds on their computer, on their cell phone, as supposedly, quote unquote, a reliable connection? Please, man, like, do your research. That's all I'm saying, man. Do your research. I understand I'm very controversial with the way I talk, but I'm passionate about this, guys. I am seriously. What's up, Jimmy? I like the Metro. I do too, bro. AT&T is bad. Yes, it is, Jimmy. What's up, Jimmy? I'm sorry, I didn't see your comment. It's straight trash, Jimmy. It is straight trash. Like that's what I'm trying to get people to understand, man. Like you gotta understand, I had these companies before some of you guys were even thought of. Okay. Because most of the people that watch me are from like they're 18 and up, 17 and up. So you got to remember, I'm going to be 44, guys. That's why I have all these back problems and all this stuff. Okay. So I had these companies when I was your age. You know what I'm saying? AT&T's been out forever, ever. I had AT&T when I was 16 years old. 16 years old. So I was 16 in 1998. Okay. In 1998, I was 16. In 2000, I was 18. And in 2022, I was 20 years old. Okay. So just think about that. Let that sink in. You can't listen to these newbies that are way younger than me, 25, that don't really do their research and want to say AT&T is the best thing since cream of wheat because they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Okay. They could sing because they know technical words and oh well this and that. No, that doesn't mean okay. If you're not aware of what the companies, how the company's having issues in other states, right, in other places, you can't say, oh, this one connect plan is the best thing since home of wheat. Oh, it's not. It is really not. The Philadelphia market is hating AT&T right now. People in Philly are leaving Cricket. My daughter, my son, my daughter, my kid's mom left from Cricket. Her husband left from Cricket to Boost Mobile on the T-Mobile SIM card, on T-Mobile eSIM because they all got new iPhones. On T-Mobile eSIM. Why? Because the AT&T network is so bad right now in the Philadelphia market, meaning all the way from Philly to Camden, New Jersey, Cherry Hill, all the way down to Trenton, down through the Delaware River, okay, is working like trash. So everybody rather be on Boost than to be on Cricket. And what is AT&T talking about? Oh yeah, we're gonna have that finished by July because July is when the FIFA game is happening. It's happening in the MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. So we're gonna work. Jesus Christ! You know, listen, man. I don't work for AT&T. I don't gotta talk good about. I don't gotta talk good about any of these companies. To be honest with you guys, they don't pay me. When have you guys seen me say, "Oh, this video is being sponsored by T-Mobile. This video is being sponsored by Cricket"? No, they don't give me no type of sponsorship at all. So what AT&T is doing right now is just dumb. It's really dumb. They're taking forever for standalone. It's just hot garbage. Like I said. And tomorrow I will be doing a live stream while talking to Cricket, and I'm gonna tell them, if you guys don't give me a discount from here to July, give me my account number, give me my port out pin. I'm porting my number over to US Mobile, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get another free trial on Cricket. That's what exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get another free trial on Cricket. This free trial, guys, is on Cricket. Yep, exactly what I'm doing. Because I don't care about the number that I ported into to US Mobile right now. And right now, this month, I can't afford to pay US Mobile. So definitely, I'm gonna switch over to Cricket over to get that free month of service. And like I said, for the people that signed up to Cricket using my referral code, don't worry, you're still gonna get your $25 because I stayed with Cricket more than what was needed. Like I said, I've been with Cricket since November of last year. So that's December, January, February, March, April, 5 months. And all you gotta stay with them is uh 90 days. Yeah, 90 days. So I'm past my 90 days. So you guys are still gonna get your money. Don't worry about that. But I can't keep dealing with AT&T's BS. I just can't. I just can't. Like that's the reason why I canceled my AT&T business account because it was straight trash. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Dumpster fire trash. Everything is an issue. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the best thing about prepaid is that I don't have no cancellation fee. I'm not financing a phone through Cricket. So I don't have to worry about, oh my God, I gotta pay this phone off to Cricket before I leave. You know? And I just heard some breaking news. Charlie Ergen is about to own the company that owns freaking Boost Mobile, which is what the hell is that shit called? I forgot what. Let me see. What's the company that owns Boost? Because I forget. I know it's a satellite company. Let me see. What's the name of the company that owns Boost Mobile?
Boost Mobile is a wholly owned subsidiary of EchoStar Corporation. The ownership structure has been a bit of a roller coaster over the last few years, which
EchoStar.
definitely impacts the network consistency.
Yep, EchoStar. Well, Elon Musk is about to buy EchoStar, so he's gonna own Boost Mobile. So I hope that he makes it better. That's what I'm hoping for him to make it better. Do you have any details of uh EchoStar being bought out by Elon Musk? He really wants EchoStar. He wants
While
to
there were
settle.
rumors floating around, Elon Musk did not actually buy the entire EchoStar company, the
Oh.
parent of Boost Mobile and Dish. Instead, he essentially hollowed it out by buying its most valuable technical assets. In late 2025, SpaceX, Starlink, reached a massive deal to buy nearly all of EchoStar's wireless spectrum for $17 billion. What actually happened? The spectrum grab. Musk didn't want the satellite TV business or the retail stores. He wanted the
Oh,
airwaves.
okay.
SpaceX bought the AWS-4 and H-Block spectrum licenses. These are often called golden bands because they are perfect for direct-to-cell technology. The partnership. As part of the deal, EchoStar, and by extension, Boost Mobile, signed a long-term agreement that allows Boost customers to use Starlink's satellite-to-cell network. SpaceX IPO context. As of today, April 2026, SpaceX has reportedly filed for its IPO. Since EchoStar is now a major business partner and holds SpaceX stock as part of that $17 billion deal, EchoStar's own stock has actually been jumping because they're tied to Musk's success. How this affects your 08608 dead zone. This deal is actually a double-edged sword for your current situation. 1. The good. In the future, your iPhone 16 Pro will likely be able to connect directly to Starlink satellites when you have no tower signal. This would bypass the garbage tower problem entirely for basic texting and emergency data. 2. The bad. Because EchoStar sold its spectrum to Musk and its other licenses to AT&T, Boost is no longer building its own physical towers. They are effectively becoming a virtual carrier that relies on others. Since you're currently in a spot where the local physical infrastructure, the AT&T tower, is failing because of the hospital demolition, Boost has no safety net tower of its own to switch you to. Essentially, Musk bought the future of the network, the satellites, but it doesn't help your present, the 0 megabits per second upload, because those satellite to cell speeds aren't meant to replace a home fiber connection yet. Since your iPhone 16 Pro is on Boost, are you seeing the satellite icon pop up in your status bar when the local tower fails, or is it just staying on a very weak 1-bar SOS signal?
Yeah, it clicked on the satellite a couple of times, but for the most part, to stay connected. Because it's true. What I'm gonna lie about. Alex, you can
That satellite
stay.
icon popping up on your iPhone 16 Pro is the perfect confirmation that your local AT&T towers are officially failing you. Since that hospital came down, your phone is essentially
Oh, yeah.
giving up on the terrestrial network and looking for the only tower it can find, which is now in space. What's happening on your screen? When you see that icon, your phone is using the direct-to-cell capabilities built into iOS 18. Since Boost is an EchoStar company, and EchoStar just finalized that $17 billion spectrum deal with SpaceX a few months ago, your phone is now part of that Musk EchoStar ecosystem. The transition, because the local microcell is gone and the next closest one is too far to maintain an upload, hence your 0 megabits per second.
Yeah, but I always have my phone on Wi-Fi anyway, my Boost mobile phone, so I'm not worried about that. Oh no, I would never do that, Joseph. You don't gotta tell me that. I would never do that. Why? You know, my boss is one of the nicest people I have had the pleasure of having as a boss. What boss is gonna tell you, uh, um, take your time, get better, and you'll still have your job? What boss is gonna tell you that? Any other boss would be like, yo, you've been out for almost a whole month. I'm gonna have to let you go, and you are no longer gonna be working for my company. No, so yeah, my boss is awesome. I don't have nothing to say bad about the company that I've been working for the last year. I can say they're an awesome company, and I'm happy to be there. That's what I can say. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that I don't work for AT&T, so I could talk all the trash I want about AT&T. That's what I'm saying. You know, on this one connect plan is straight dumpster fire, water garbage. You know what I'm saying? And other people make it sound like it's the best thing since sliced bread. You know what I'm saying? This plan is garbage. And then AT&T is lying. America's largest network. Yeah, sure. When you finish that standalone, then you can talk shit. Other than that, don't talk shit. For real, for real. And there's a new deal. I put it on my Spanish. Let's see if they put it up. I put it on my Spanish. Oh my god. On my Spanglish. I'm gonna say Spanglish because I do say some words in English. On my Spanglish YouTube channel. Let's see. Let me see if they already put it here on the main page. Yep, there they go. The iPhone 16e for 150 with the $60 plan. The Samsung Galaxy 8, they should have did 17 to be honest. And then nope, they don't have it here. They do not have it here. But if we go to YouTube, right, I'm gonna go to my other channel. Here we go. This is the newest deal from Boost Mobile. It's in Spanish, but I'm gonna tell you in English. You can get the iPhone 17e for $100 in store only when you bring your own phone number and activate on the $60 plan. Once again, I know a lot of people don't know how to, I do have bilinguals that watch me, but for the people that don't know how to read Spanish, this says iPhone 17e for $100, $99.99 when you switch and bring your number to Boost Mobile. So once again, Boost Mobile is the trendsetter. They got the iPhone 17e for $99.99. I'm going to show you the whole pamphlet. I didn't put it here because, like I said, this is my Spanish, my Spanish channel. So I found this in Spanish. I don't know why they're not promoting it big on on their main website, but this is for the Spanish Boost Mobile. And I know some people will be like, oh, well, that's not fair. I understand, but what can I do? I don't own Boost Mobile. It says el iPhone 17e. El iPhone 17e, and then right here, I can't read Spanish like that. 99.99 cuando, hold on. I know that says cuando, when por, importas, yeah, así I know it, importas tu número. There you go. So 99.99 when you bring your own phone. And this is in store only. Okay, I want to make that clear. When I clicked on the Spanish website for Boost, that was all in Spanish, it said en tienda solamente. That means in store only. So you would have to go to your nearest Boost mobile store to get the iPhone 17e for $9.99 with the $60 plan when you port in. So you're seeing it here first. No other YouTuber has brought you this information for the 17e. Okay. We all know that Boost Mobile was the trendsetter with the 16e. And now with the 17e is a killer deal. You never know. I might get a Boost prepaid line. You never know. Seriously. I might switch over to Boost just to get the 17e. Take my number from from Cricket to Boost. Boost will be happy to take that Cricket number. And I'll get the 17e for $9.99 plus taxes, and of course the $60 first month of your plan. So it'll be roughly around 175, 180 before you leave the store. But it's still better than paying $600. So again, Boost being the trendsetter. $99.99. You're not gonna find the iPhone 17e nowhere else cheaper than this. iPhone 17e, Boost Mobile, not 99.99 in store when you port in your number. Okay? When you port in your number. The reason why I didn't put this pamphlet on my channel is because it's in Spanish. You see, I'm writing in Spanish. This is my Spanish channel. This is the Alex Tecno Mobile. What does mobile mean? Mobile. So Tecno Mobile. Alex Tecno Mobile. Because no, N-O means no. And technology in Spanish I just abbreviated the best way I could. You know what I'm saying? Tecnología is a super long word. So I was like, hell no. Alex Tecnología, no. And you guys see on my background, I got the 5G logo with the little world. 5G. And yes, my videos are in Spanglish. They are. They are in Spanglish. So I just started putting content on this video, tech on this channel. So of course, I did the millimeter waves test in Spanish. It sounds funny because I'm not. I like my intro.
Ya saben quién es, que es su amigo.
And then the way you say millimeter wave in Spanish is funny.
Tecnomóvil. Ahora vamos a chequear la onda milimétrica de Verizon. Esto es una torre de onda milimétrica.
Sí, onda milimétrica means
chequear la velocidad,
ultra
que es bien
wideband.
rápida. La descarga.
And then speed,
Descarga de bajada.
descarga, the speed.
So, y vamos a ver la subida. Denme un segundito que estoy aquí buscando la aplicación. Aquí estamos.
Descarga means download speed. And then subida is upload speed.
Ok, tenemos la tendencia bien baja, latency, que yo estoy aprendiendo a traducir esto en español, mi gente.
And
Mira
latency
qué
is
velocidad
tendencia.
tan
That's
buena.
crazy.
Estamos cogiendo 3 gigas 264
So look at those
megavatios,
speeds on millimeter wave.
megabits. No sé traducir eso bien.
3,264
Y mira
over
la subida, la
388.
descarga.
Come on, man. And this is on visible. This is visible, guys. Visible. Getting 3,264 megs down and 388 up. So 3 gigs, 264 over 388. And I'm getting used to, I'm out my comfort zone by making an all Spanish tech channel. I'm not lying to you. But since this is my passion, right? And it doesn't really cost anything, right? When I did the YouTube boombox radio channel, it was great. But is reviewing speakers my passion? No, my passion is talking about phones, doing speed testing. So I just felt like going into a all Spanish setup, because I am bilingual, would be great. There's nobody else doing it. Everybody else that has the same, like Alex Tech or whatever, they're just talking about technology. They're talking about the Samsung Galaxies. Oh, mira la cámara en el iPhone 14 Pro or iPhone 17 Pro. Upstairs. Christy. Yeah, he's upstairs. And she's upstairs too because her mom called her to talk about private stuff and I said take that upstairs. So, you know, and it says the name right here. It says Alex Tecnología Móvil. So that way people can know that Alex Tecnomóvil is like a short way. Alex Tecnología Móvil, yo soy real. What yo soy real means? I am real. So I'm going to tell you how it is, basically. And that's what I'm saying in Spanish. I'm going to tell you how it is. I am real. You know what I'm saying? Yo soy real. I am real. So that's the name of the channel, Alex Tecnología Móvil. But I wanted to, techno. I wanted to use that techno. It sounds like techno, like, that techno music. So Alex Techno Móvil. And then mobile is Movil. You know what I'm saying? Spelled differently than in English. And then, of course, tech. I could have spelled it, like I spelled it over here. TE. But I could have put H, I could have put tech mobile, and Spanish people would have still understood it if I would have put Alex Tech Mobile, TCH. They still would have understood it. Excuse me, what are you doing? Oh yeah, because I gave her some peeps. It's Melanie. There's a whole bunch of peeps. And yeah, leave my boxes alone.
Chocolate?
Yeah, her rose. Well, another rose? Yeah, you can have that one. There's one left, right? Because I gave one to Jay Jeanette. There's another one in there. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can have that one. So, I wanted to stand out because other people, when they spell their name on YouTube, they just do it regular. I wanted to be poking out. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, I could have put TCH, tech, mobile, and Spanish people would still know what tech means. But I wanted to be more Hispanic, so I put techno. So that way they know, oh, tecno móvil, oh, tecnología móvil, oh, so él va a hablar de 5G y de las compañías. So yeah. So I'm planning to do a live stream on this channel like I do with you guys, showing plans and all that. And going to Walmart, recording. So now, I mean, it's not going to be stressful for me because I'm a natural at this. But now I'm gonna be, like I said, I'm gonna be when I go to Walmart, I'm gonna do one video in Spanish and then the next one in English. It's not gonna bother me at all. So you'll see everybody else on this lineup that has like a similar name. Like you see, Tech, that one's called Alex Tegno. He's called Alex Tegno. This one's called Alex Tegno, but he put an H. So he put the H to stand out, Tegno. This one is Alex Tech. This one is Alex Tegno. Alex, and he got way more subscribers than me, but I'm on the top because I guess he's not putting content. You see, he got 9,950 subs. So he got way more subscribers than me, but he's not really putting anything. This one is called Alex, no, Tech Alex something, Alex something else, Alex. So I'm the first one that pops up out of all these people that have had the name, like Tecno in Spanish before me. And it's because, like I said, I wanna be different. Like the way that I put my name, nobody else on YouTube has the same name. So that's why I made it stand out. So that way, when people, when I tell people, let's say when I go back to work at McDonald's, like, yo, I got a new, because they ask me, they're like, yo, if you decide to do a tech channel in Spanish, I'll support you. I'll watch. So now, my coworkers, when I go back to work at McDonald's, I'm like, yeah, I did an all Spanish. It's Alex Tecno. And they're gonna watch it because they only understand Spanish. Well, they understand English, but they like watching more content in Spanish. So now I'm catering to them. So this channel is going to be popular. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really want to do it until I got enough subscribers. And right now, how many subscribers I got? 1,000. Let me see. Will it show me here? It's 1,100 and like 36. So I'm over the 1,000 mark. So that's why I decided to make this channel. So yeah, it's an all Spanish channel. Alex, test I'm thinking about getting the iPhone 17 Pro. What's your opinion? Bobby, I'm sorry, I was on the other show. I wasn't on this one. My opinion is that if you waited this long, um, you might as well wait to get the 18 Pro. Now, if you don't care about the 18 Pro, then you could get the 17 Pro. But this year, I'm gonna be brutally honest with you guys. If I'm not working by September, I'm not getting the iPhone 18 Pro. I'll get the 20. I'll get the 20. I will not be upgrading. This won't be the first time I skip an iPhone cycle. The first one was the 10. I skipped the 10 and I got the 10s. I could have any upgrade with Verizon. Yeah, no, I know, Bobby, but it's like, what's more important to you right now, right? I love the 17 Pro, bro. The 17 Pro is amazing. It's an amazing freaking phone. I love this phone. This phone is awesome. Awesome. I just got a new case for it. My boy bought it for me as a gift because he appreciates, what I do for him and when I help him in things. And I'm always ordering things for him. So as a thank you gift, he bought me a case. So it'll be here tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So this case won't be on here no more. So my phone won't look all black no more. It's gonna have the cutout right here and the cutout right here. So you're gonna see that I got the 17 Pro in dark blue. Yeah, we go way back. He's been my friend for more than a decade. We known each other since my daughter was born. So we known each other for 14 years. Been best friends for 14 years, basically. You do a channel in Spanish, I will watch you check and oh yeah, I did, Joseph. I just showed it. It's called Alex Tecnomobile. I just showed it. I just showed my all Spanish YouTube channel, Broski. I showed it. I showed it on the live stream just now. I'm proud of myself because I'm serious. Like I hardly talk Spanish. I'm like, I'm like jumping out of my comfort zone to, do a all Spanish channel. It's like me jumping out of my comfort zone. Like, I feel more comfortable speaking English than Spanish, to be completely honest with you guys. And it might seem sound weird because I'm Hispanic, but it's true. It's really true. So this is the channel right here, Joseph. If you want to subscribe and watch the content, some of the words are going to be in English because, like I said, I forget how to say latency in Spanish, so I'm going to say latency in English. You know, if I forget how to say velocidad, I'll say you know download. And people are still watching it, so I'm talking Spanglish on this channel. So I just want to say something in Spanish real quick, guys, because I have a lot of people that watch me from Mexico on this channel, and I want to let them know about this new channel. Bueno, mi gente, para la gente que solamente habla español, este es mi nuevo canal en español, el que estoy enseñando ahí, que se llama Alex Tecnomóvil. Aquí todo va a ser en español la mayoría del tiempo, y algunas palabras que no sé decir en español, pues las digo en inglés. Pero este canal Tecnomóvil es para mí, para todo el mundo que quiera ver, pero es para la gente que me ve que son hispanas de México, que tengo mucha gente que me apoya y ve mi vivo de México, gracias. Y la gente de Guatemala y Santo Domingo también. Pues este es mi nuevo canal en español que se llama Alex Tecnomóvil. Suscríbanse allá para ver el contenido completamente en español. Y gracias. So basically, I was telling the people, because, like I said, I'm big on watching my analytics. My analytics says that on this channel, on the Alex Rawtalk channel, I have people watching me from Dominican Republic, Mexico, Guatemala, and El Salvador. So I want those people that don't know English to, subscribe over there and watch the content. Or even if you guys want to support, I mean, you're going to watch speed tests. You might not understand things that I'm saying, but you're going to still know that I'm, the download and upload. It's going to be the same thing, just in a whole different language. Definitely. Oh, thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Bobby. So definitely, like I said, I always wanted to come out with an all Spanish YouTube channel. And like I said, I got the support now, got the people. Like I told you, when I grow it, I'm gonna show it to you guys on the live stream. And I'm gonna even put it on my community tab later on. The new channel. But yeah, guys, what can I say? I mean, I can't wait to get better for my back. My lower back is still hurting. I'm tired of taking painkillers. It's annoying. And I'm still here, guys. Still here. Bobby, that's things with me. Oh, thank you, Joseph, for the support. Thank you for subscribing, broski. Appreciate that. I got another video coming for that channel later on in Spanish. I'm gonna do. You know what I'm gonna do? And I'm gonna have to do 2 videos. So I might have to drink some Tylenol or ignore the pain in my back. Right? As long as I sit straight like this, the pain is not as bad. I'm gonna do U.S. Mobile Warp versus Visible. I've never seen that done. Me personally, I have never seen that done. I've never seen somebody speed test Visible versus Warp. And I want to do that. And I'm going to do one video in English for this channel, and I'm going to do another one in Spanish for that channel. So I am definitely going to get to do that today. After I end this live stream, I'm definitely going to speed test Warp. You know what I'm saying? Definitely going to do the speed test for Warp. But yeah, man, that new AT&T plan is garbage, guys. I can't wait to, to see what 6G brings, to be honest. I can't wait to see that, like what it's going to bring. But Verizon is doing a lot of Ericsson over here. They are also switching the Samsung panels because they don't have good penetration. They're going to switch them to Ericsson panels because Ericsson panels, that's why Carlos gets faster speeds than me in Las Vegas, because his small cells, the small wave cells are Ericsson, so they have better penetration. The Samsung ones don't penetrate as good. So, Verizon is going to start ripping and replacing that. So, if I see like a different color on the pole or a different set of panels, I already know they're Ericsson panels because they'll reach better. So I'll get millimeter wave inside of McDonald's after they switch them to, while I'm eating. After they switch them to Ericsson, I will have millimeter wave ultra wideband inside of McDonald's. Okay, inside, so they have a better reach. And since Verizon's adding fiber to the pole that I showed you guys on that live stream, that is Verizon. Because I found another pole that's Verizon with fiber. And the run around the corner that gives files to my house, fiber. I just paid my bill today, my Verizon bill today. So um that fiber pole that's across the street from my house and down the street, 100%, well, I would say 65% sure they're gonna add the new millimeter wave Ericsson panels to that pole. And when they do that, oh my God, I'm gonna get millimeter wave inside this house. I'm dead serious. Because it's right across the street, it's half a block away. So when they put them Ericsson panels there, AT&T's, I mean T-Mobile's done for. I'm gonna get 4,500 down and 1 gig up inside my house with Verizon. Okay, so just let that sink in with Verizon. Okay, because what I love about living in Trenton, Trenton is a test site for Verizon. So when you live in a one of the top 10 markets, because I'm in the top 10 markets, and your market is a test site, you're Gucci. It's like Vegas. Vegas was a test site for Dish. My brother from another mother, Carlos Aztec, got to test out Dish a long time ago. So imagine a long time ago. Oh yeah, and if you guys are wondering what this is the OTC shirt. You know, the fake Roman Reigns bloodline shirt. See, bloodline. Yep. Is a bootleg version. Alex, go see your MD docs as if some. Hold on. See, will go down your. Hold on. Alex, go see your MD. Oh yeah. I'm making it up. My girl's gonna make an appointment for me tomorrow, and I'm gonna go see him tomorrow on Friday, hopefully, or whenever he has the earliest appointment, and I'm gonna go see him, and I'm gonna tell him what's wrong with my back, and to see if he's, sends me to get tested, to see. I got faith in God. I'm not gonna have to get operated on my back, you know, and I will get better. I'm pretty sure, he'll send me to a chiropractor. They'll crack the crap out of my back and they'll be like, yo, no heavy lifting. This is gonna make you feel better. But if you start heavy lifting again, you'll pinch the nerve again. And I'm not ever again trying to pinch this nerve again. So I am sure as hell gonna listen to the doctor, to my primary doctor, and also to the chiropractor that he's gonna send me to. I got 505 down and 20 up with 5G UW. That's what's up, bro. I don't know. Let me switch to Verizon standalone. Let me see what Verizon. Let's see what T-Mobile's giving me right. But once they put that millimeter wave pole right there, is a wrap. It is a wrap. I'm gonna get like ridiculous speeds on visible. We got 262, and then the upload speeds are bad. Wow. 265 over 236. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, this is Verizon. I thought it was T-Mobile. This is Verizon. See, is the Verizon business line. I thought it was T-Mobile. It's the Verizon business line. So I'm getting 262. Let me check if I'm on standalone. Let me see something. I'm gonna do a speed test again and do the star 301 pound 1 2 3 4 5 star pound star call. There we go. Yeah, we are connected. We're connected to band 2 though. Band 2 at 10 megahertz. No wonder. I'm not connected to C band. So I'm connected to low band 5G on Verizon, and it's only 10 megahertz of band 2, of N2. So that's how I know it's standalone. It's N2. I said band 2, but I mean N2, standalone. You see, so I want to cover up the phone number. You see, and it's only 10 megahertz. Well, now it says 100 megahertz of N77. Now it switched. Now it picked up C band. You see? Now it says, now let me speed test it now that it says 100 megahertz of N77. Because now it should have no issues. Let's see. Mm-mm. Still giving me the same speeds. But Verizon is tweaking the towers though. Let me see something, bro. Give me a second, guys. Where is the other app? Yeah, I am on standalone. So we got 265 over 17.4. That's crazy. And I'm getting 100 megahertz of N77. Mm. I don't think it's connecting right. I'm gonna airplane mode it and then let it get service again. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna airplane mode it and let it get service again. All right, now let's see. Let's do the speed test all over again. Give me a second, guys. Oh yeah, still giving me 200. 235 over 3. Yeah. I don't know. There's probably a lot of people on the network, guys. I can't really compare it to T-Mobile because T-Mobile's been doing this for the last 6 years. They got a head start on standalone. Definitely got a head start. So now we're gonna speed test T-Mobile standalone. T-Mobile Business standalone. Oh wow. What the hell? T-Mobile's having the same issues too, but the uploads are a little bit better. That's crazy, yo. What the hell's going on? What's up, broski? What's good? What's good, bro? What is good, little Mac? There we go. 557 over. What's good, broski? How you liking your phone? Your S26 Ultra. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm used to seeing from T-Mobile standalone. So we got 519 over 57.7 on T-Mobile standalone. T-Mobile standalone 5G, baby, baby. It's how get there Settings and cellular, yeah. Alex, did you see what I said about the top? You said how to get to the settings and cellular on the cellular usage. Oh yeah, I know how to mess with the phone, bro. It's dope. Yeah, my boy got it in baby blue, bro. He got the 256 gig though. He said he didn't need 512. He got the baby blue Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. So let me do a speed test for you guys real quick though. Let me grab the here we go. So we're gonna speed test US Mobile on Warp first. Hold on, let me see something. Mm. I'm trying to see if I got the update to turn on the standalone guys, because I'm supposed to get like a over air carrier update. That's gonna trigger the standalone on US Mobile. It's supposed to be like a carrier bundle update. Because Apple doesn't let you turn on the standalone until Verizon okays it, the carrier, which in this case is still Verizon because it's their network. So as you guys can see, I'm gonna show it to you guys right now. I do have the standalone toggle, but I can't turn it on. So, like I told you guys, I'm not gonna stress myself over it. It's been past 24 hours, and US Mobile told me to call them back, but now it's too late. I'll call them tomorrow. You see, the standalone toggle cannot be turned on. It's faded out. So as you guys can see, this is US Mobile. So we're gonna pin US Mobile versus Visible. We're gonna see what kind of speeds we get on US Mobile first, and then we're gonna see what kind of speeds we get on Visible. So let me use coverage map because it takes less data, and I already used a lot of data. Like when I had the Dark Star, it wasn't counting data, but now it's counting. And this is non-standalone, as you guys can see, 5G NSA. So we got 167 over, and this is on QCI 8. 167 over 7.85. I got the 512 gigabyte because I use my phone for work and I take a lot of photos. Yeah, I got the 1 terabyte because of that shit too. Well, meaning work, I mean YouTube. Okay, so we see what we got here on US Mobile. Okay, as you guys can see, this is US Mobile on the Warp network. Okay, and now we are going to speed test Visible, the Visible Plus Pro plan on the iPhone 14 Pro 1 terabyte. So let's go. I want to use the same app. So we are going to use the same app. Okay, here we go. Bring down the brightness a little bit more so you guys can see this. So the same thing, 5G non-standalone. And Visible Plus Pro is clearly faster. We're getting 358 over 10.1. So 328, sorry. 328 over 10.1 on Visible. As you guys can see, Visible 5G UW. So Visible is faster than US Mobile's Warp network. Okay. 187 compared to 328. So by me speed testing them separately, right? I already know that when I do the speed test of them together, even though this is a 14 Pro and this is a 15 Pro, it has a better connectivity chip. The Visible line is going to win. And it's like I always tell you, the the carriers are going to give the priority to the company they own. Okay. And that's exactly what's going to happen in this situation. I mean, I could do side by side right now on this live stream. Visible over here, US Mobile over here. Oh shit, hold on. They already finished. Oh, damn, bro. Hold up. I gotta see this again. Hold on. Nah, hold on. In this situation, I'm gonna have to use Ookla. Hold on. In this situation, I'm gonna have to use. Give me a second, guys. Even if I go over my gigs with US Mobile. Give me a second, guys. That was definitely a gunshot. All right, so yeah. Um Side by side, US Mobile does have the higher priority. Because if you guess right here, visible 94.4 down and 3.90 up. And then US Mobile 164 over 236. So definitely when you speed test them side by side, anyway, you guys are gonna see it. I'm gonna make the video. You guys are gonna see the difference. But yeah, that's gonna be a interesting video. I got speeds testing Verizon 515 down, and you get good speeds over there in Florida, bro. Where you live at in Florida, and you get good speeds, Bobby. Booker, what's up, Booker? Did you remember Boost Mobile? What about Boost Mobile? Because you got to refresh my memory, Booker. I already called Boost Mobile. They gave me a discount on my bill, and they're gonna have to give me another discount on my bill because they're gonna have to take that up with AT&T. You feel me? Because I could speed test Boost Mobile. Where the hell's my Boost? My 16 Pro. 16 Pro, bubba burba. It's on Wi-Fi right now. Let's take it off of Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. It's the Wi-Fi, 5. Okay, so let's speed test Boost Mobile on the AT&T network. Hmm. 80.1 over 13, 14. 80.1 over 14.7. So not bad. Are you, or hold on, our Boost Mobile is changing their unlimited data plans? Nah, man. Mm-mm. As far as I know, they're staying the same. They are most definitely staying the same, which sucks, but it is what it is. They stay like that. By the time this phone is done being paid off, I'm leaving Boost, and I'm definitely taking my phone number with me. Let me ask Gemini. Gemini, has there been any rumors of Boost Mobile going unlimited on their top tier plans on the unlimited and unlimited premium plan?
As of April 2026, there are no official announcements or verified leaks indicating that Boost Mobile is removing the data caps on its top tier plans. While some users and community discussions on platforms like Reddit have speculated that Boost might eventually move to a truly unlimited model, similar to how Visible or Metro by T-Mobile operate, the current plan structure remains focused on specific high-speed buckets. Current Boost Mobile high-speed data tiers. Based on the latest 2026 plan details, the unlimited branding still refers to unlimited talk and text, while high-speed data is capped before being throttled to around 512 kilobits per second. Plan tier. High-speed data cap. After cap speed, unlimited, $25, 30 gigabytes, throttled, 512 kilobits per second. Unlimited plus, $50, 40 gigabytes, throttled, 512 kilobits per second. Unlimited premium, $60, 50 gigabytes, throttled, 512 kilobits per second. Rumors and community speculation. The post-transition theory. There has been ongoing chatter that once the transition to the Dish 5G network and the associated roaming agreements with AT&T is fully stabilized later in 2026 or 2027, Boost might offer a truly unlimited priority tier to better compete with carriers like Visible Plus or US Mobile. Carrier acquisitions pattern. Some tech enthusiasts point to historical trends where brands like Mint Mobile or Total Wireless introduced truly unlimited options shortly after being fully integrated into parent networks, T-Mobile and Verizon, respectively. The rumor is that EchoStar/Dish might follow this playbook to reduce churn. Current reality, despite the rumors, the unlimited premium plan is still marketed specifically with a 50 gigabytes premium data limit. If you are consistently hitting that cap, you'll still see those characteristic slower speeds until your next billing cycle. Given your
Yeah, but the thing is that they lie. They don't even slow you down to 512 kilobytes. They slow you down to 10 kilobytes.
That is a massive difference, and it's a valid reason to be frustrated. While Boost officially advertises a throttle of 512 kilobits per second, real-world reports, especially in the tech and speed testing communities, often tell a different story. If you're seeing speeds as low as 10 kilobits per second, you aren't just being slowed down, you're being functionally disconnected. Why the 10 kilobits per second happens? There are a few reasons why your speed test might be showing such an extreme drop compared to the advertised throttle. 2G fallback versus calculated throttling. Some older systems or specific carrier partners Boost uses, like T-Mobile or AT&T, may default to a 2G-like speed floor of 64 kilobits per second or 128 kilobits per second, which can fluctuate down to 10 kilobits per second in congested areas. The unusable drip community members have frequently reported that once the high-speed bucket, like your 50 gigabytes on unlimited premium, is gone, the connection becomes so unstable that basic pings fail, making a speed test result look like 0.01 megabits per second. 10 kilobits per second. Network priority, QCI 9. Once you hit that cap, you are moved to the lowest possible priority. If the tower is even slightly busy, those 512 kilobits per second packets are the very last to be served, often resulting in the single-digit speeds you're seeing. How this impacts your content. Since you're managing...
But I already showed this on YouTube last year when I went over when I used to have the $30 plan, because now I have the $50 plan. I showed how bad the speeds were. I couldn't even send an iMessage without using Wi-Fi or using hotspot from my T-Mobile or Visible or Cricket line. It's just straight dumpster fire, garbage service after you use your data buckets. And they do need to come out with unlimited plans. They need to make the $50 and $60 unlimited. Even if they do unlimited where you might see reduced speeds in times of congestion on QCI 9, it's still better than what the piece of crap they're giving us now.
That 10 kilobits per second experience is exactly what makes those speed test videos so important for the community. When a carrier advertises 512 kilobits per second but delivers something that can't even push an iMessage through, it's a total breakdown of the service. Based on the current 2026 landscape, here's the state of those unlimited rumors and why the service feels like a dumpster fire once you hit those caps. The 2026 throttle reality. Even though the official fine print for the 50 Unlimited Plus and 60 Unlimited Premium plans still claims a reduction to 512 kilobits per second, your experience matches a known issue where the connection drops to unusable levels. Packet loss and latency. At the throttled level, the network priority is so low that the time to first byte becomes massive. Even if the raw pipe is technically open, your phone times out before a single iMessage can verify with Apple's servers.
That's true, see? So Boost likes to lie, guys. Boost, we're over here talking about some, yeah, man, we're gonna give people truly unlimited data.
2G comparison Boost was actually called out by the National Advertising Review Board, NARB, because their 2G speeds were deemed virtually unusable for modern smartphone tasks. That 10 kilobits per second you're seeing is essentially a kill switch rather than a throttle. Are unlimited plans coming? There is some movement, but it's not on the main Boost plans yet. Project Genesis, the Dish Core. Dish's Project Genesis plan is currently the only one offering truly unlimited on-device data for $25 per month. It uses the
Yeah, but that got decommissioned, Gemini.
You're right. Project Genesis and the dream of the fourth major carrier were essentially decommissioned as of mid to late 2025. With EchoStar, Boost's parent company, selling off a huge chunk of its spectrum and decommissioning its own towers to focus on being a hybrid operator primarily on AT&T, the leverage they had to offer true unlimited on their own terms changed completely. The 2026 hybrid reality. Now that Boost is essentially an enhanced MVNO relying on AT&T and T-Mobile as a backup, they are back to paying those carriers for every gigabyte you use. This is likely why they are clinging to those hard throttles. It's cheaper for them to kill your data than to pay AT&T for a QCI 9 connection. The kill switch versus throttle, your experience of 10 kilobits per second proves that their current setup is just a placeholder. On an AT&T hosted line, a throttle often feels much more aggressive than it did on the old native Dish 5G core. The plan comparison. Since you're running a 150 iPhone 16 Pro ON, the 60 Boost Premium plan, comparing it to your iPhone 15 Pro on Cricket, $60 promo, really exposes the gap. Cricket, owned by AT&T, gives you totally unlimited data with no throttle, while Boost, renting from AT&T, bricks your phone after 50 gigabytes. What they should do, the creator perspective, if you were to drop a video on this today, the argument is clear. 1. Kill the hard throttle. If they want to be a challenger brand, they have to match Visible or Metro. Even a 5 megabits per second cap is usable. 10 kilobits per second is a scam. 2. Price versus performance. At $60 per month, being unable to send an iMessage is unacceptable for a premium tier. 3. Transparency. They need to stop calling it unlimited if the post-cap speed is functionally 0, since you've already documented this dumpster fire on your channel.
I hate that when I stop looking at the iPhone, it turns off and
It's the perfect time to call them out on how the hybrid transition actually made the experience worse for power users. Would you like me to look up the current QCI levels for Boost's 2026 hybrid plans to see exactly where you rank compared to your Cricket line?
yes.
The QCI data for 2026 confirms exactly why your experience feels like night and day compared to your Cricket line. Even though both can run on the AT&T network, the priority behind the scenes is drastically different. 2026 priority, QCI, comparison, carrier/plan, network provider, priority level, QCI, data limit policy, Cricket, premium, AT&T owner, QCI 8, truly unlimited, no high-speed cap, Boost, $50 per $60, AT&TM, MVNO, QCI 9, throttled, 40 gigabytes/50 GB cap, T-Mobile, native, T-Mobile, QCI 6, priority, postpaid plans, Boost, T-Mobile, T-Mobile, QCI 7, mediocre, standard MVNO. Why Boost is a dumpster fire after 50 gigabytes. The reason you're seeing 10 kilobits per second instead of the promised 512 kilobits per second comes down to how AT&T treats QCI-9 traffic. Lowest of the low, QCI-9 is the bottom of the barrel. It's used for heavy data users who have exceeded their caps, home internet, internet air, and budget MVNOs. The congestion kill switch. On a crowded tower, the network fulfills all requests for QCI-7 first responders and QCI-8 Cricket AT&T Premium before it even looks at QCI-9. If the tower is busy, your 512 kilobits per second isn't a guaranteed speed.
No, but the towers last year weren't busy, Gemini. I was getting over 600 down and 80 up on Cricket. The speeds were amazing. That's just the speeds that Boost Mobile is shutting us down to because they're a liar. I'm serious. One time I got 0/0. So it's just smoking mirrors when they say 512. They're really killing your data. There's no data left when you go over the 30 gigs on the $25 plan or the $50 plan with 40 gigs or the $60 plan with 50 gigs because they're really killing the data. They don't really care. Even when AT&T does the standalone and they bring out that DoD and I'm getting over a gig on freaking Cricket, they're going to continue to do the same thing to Boost. Boost is always going to run like trash. Dumpster
The
fire.
comparison you're making between your iPhone 16 Pro on Boost and your iPhone 15 Pro on Cricket really highlights the smoke and mirrors in the industry right now. When you're pulling a gig on Cricket, but literally 0.00 megabits per second on Boost, it proves that the 512 kilobits per second throttle isn't a speed. It's a marketing shield for a total service kill, the data kill reality. You're right to be skeptical. While Boost's 2026 legal fine print still says reduced to 512 kilobits per second, your experience of 0/0 speeds is becoming the standard post-cap reality for several reasons. The QCI-9 trash tier. As we discussed, once you hit that 30 gigabytes, 40 gigabytes, or 50 gigabytes wall.
Can I do something to get them in trouble in the state of New Jersey? With I don't know, is there any law that protects me for them lying and giving me unusable speeds and I'm still paying? I still got $600 left to pay on this iPhone 16 Pro. And it's like a paperweight once I go over 40 gigs.
Since you are in New Jersey, you actually have access to some of the strongest consumer protection laws in the country. If Boost is advertising unlimited but delivering 0/0 speeds that make your phone a paperweight, you aren't just dealing with a bad signal. You're dealing with what the state often considers deceptive business practices. Here is how you can push back legally and potentially get out from under that $600 device balance. 1. The New Jersey Consumer Fraud Act, CFA. New Jersey's CFA is a powerhouse law. It prohibits unconscionable commercial practices, deception, and misrepresentation. The liar argument. If they sell you a premium plan for $60 and advertise a 512 kilobits per second throttle, but deliver 10 kilobits per second, which is functionally zero, that is a misrepresentation of service. Bait and switch. Advertising an unlimited plan that essentially disconnects the user after 40 gigabytes 50 GB can be argued as a deceptive bait and switch in NJ courts. Hang on, actually, let me start over. Since you are in New Jersey, you actually have access to some of the strongest consumer protection laws in the country. If Boost is advertising unlimited but delivering 0/0 speeds that make your phone a paperweight, you aren't just dealing with a bad signal. You're dealing with what the state often considers deceptive business practices. Here is how you can push back legally and potentially get out from under that $600 device balance. 1. The New Jersey Consumer Fraud Act, CFA. New Jersey's CFA is a powerhouse law. It prohibits unconscionable commercial practices, deception, and misrepresentation. The liar argument. If they sell you a premium plan for $60 and advertise a 512 kilobits per second throttle, but deliver 10 kilobits per second, which is functionally zero, that is a misrepresentation of service. Bait and switch. Advertising an unlimited plan that essentially disconnects the user after 40 gigabytes 50 GB can be argued as a deceptive bait and switch in NJ courts. 2. File formal complaints. The trouble part. Don't just call customer service. They are trained to ignore you. To get their attention, you need to go to the regulators. Hang on, actually, let me start over. Since you are in New Jersey, you actually have access to some of the strongest consumer protection laws in the country. If Boost is advertising unlimited but delivering 0/0 speeds that make your phone a paperweight, you aren't just dealing with a bad signal. You're dealing with what the state often considers deceptive business practices. Here is how you can push back legally and potentially get out from under that $600 device balance. 1. The New Jersey Consumer Fraud Act, CFA. New Jersey's CFA is a powerhouse law. It prohibits unconscionable commercial practices, deception, and misrepresentation. The liar argument. If they sell you a premium plan for $60 and advertise a 512 kilobits per second throttle, but deliver 10 kilobits per second, which is functionally zero, that is a misrepresentation of service. Bait and switch. Advertising an unlimited plan that essentially disconnects the user after 40 gigabytes 50 GB can be argued as a deceptive bait and switch in NJ courts. 2. File formal complaints. The trouble part. Don't just call customer service, they are trained to ignore you. To get their attention, you need to go to the regulators. NJ Division of Consumer Affairs. This is the primary agency for the CFA. You can file a complaint online or call 1-800-242-5846. Mention specifically that the service is unusable for basic functions, like iMessage, despite paying for a premium tier. NJ Board of Public Utilities, BPU. While they mostly handle gas/electric, they have a division of customer assistance, 1-800-624-0241, that tracks telecommunications complaints. Federal Trade Commission, FTC. The FTC famously sued AT&T for this exact unlimited lie and won millions in refunds. Reporting boost at link-to-report-fraud.ftc.gov adds to the federal pressure. 3. Leveraging the $600 balance. Being stuck with a $600 phone bill for a service that doesn't work is your biggest leverage point. Notice of dispute. Check your Boost contract for an arbitration or dispute resolution clause. Send a certified letter to their legal department stating you are being charged for a service that is not being provided. Breach of contract. Demand a device unlock. In your complaint to the NJ Consumer Affairs, ask for the phone to be unlocked or the balance waived because the carrier failed to provide the unlimited service they sold you. If they can't provide usable data, they are essentially in breach of the service agreement that the phone financing is tied to. 4. Documentation is key. Since you are a tech creator, use your receipts. Speed test screenshots. Save those 0/0 and 10 kilobits per second results. Video evidence. That YouTube video you made is actual evidence of a consistent failure of service. Comparison. Keep the data showing your Cricket line pulling 1 gigabit per second at the same time and location. This proves the tower isn't the problem. Boost's kill switch is. Would you like me to help you draft a formal notice of dispute letter that you can send to Boost's corporate office to demand they unlock your iPhone 16 Pro?
Yes. I'm not joking, guys. I'm not joking. I'm not the one to play with.
To hold Boost Mobile accountable in New Jersey, you need to move from complaining to disputing. In NJ, the Consumer Fraud Act protects you against unconscionable commercial practices, like selling a $60 premium plan that becomes a paperweight the moment you use it. Below is a formal notice of dispute. This is the required first step before you can take them to arbitration or small claims court. Sending this often triggers a higher-level Office of the President review that has the power to unlock phones or waive balances. Notice of dispute. Sent via certified mail. Return receipt requested. Date, April 2nd, 2026. 2. Boost Mobile Legal Department, 9601 S Meridian Boulevard, Inglewood, Colorado, 80112. RE. Formal dispute. Account hash. Insert your account number. Notice of breach of contract and deceptive business practices. To whom it may concern, I am writing to formally dispute the service provided under my unlimited premium plan and the associated financing of my iPhone 16 Pro. 1. Nature of the dispute. Boost Mobile markets the $60 plan as unlimited premium with a 512 kilobits per second throttle after 50 gigabytes. However, in practice, my service is being throttled to approximately 10 kilobits per second, 0.01 megabits per second, once the data cap is reached. At these speeds, the device is functionally unusable. Basic services such as iMessage, GPS, and email time out and fail to load. 2. Evidence of breach. I have documented multiple speed tests showing 0.00 megabits per second download and upload speeds in areas where my other devices on the same network, AT&T's Cricket, are pulling speeds in excess of 600 megabits per second. This confirms that the failure is not due to network congestion or tower hardware, but a deliberate kill switch implemented by Boost Mobile that contradicts your advertised service levels. 3. New Jersey Consumer Protection. Under the New Jersey Consumer Fraud Act, NJSA 56-81 at CQA, misrepresenting service capabilities and providing a paperweight in exchange for a premium monthly fee constitutes an unconscionable commercial practice. I am currently paying for a device and a plan that I cannot use for its intended purpose. 4. Proposed resolution. To resolve this matter amicably and avoid further legal action or a formal complaint with the New Jersey Division of Consumer Affairs, I demand the following. 1. Immediate unlocking of my iPhone 16 Pro so that I may use it with a carrier that provides usable data. 2. A waiver of the remaining dollar insert amount, e.g., $600 balance on the device due to failure of service. 3. Termination of my service agreement without early termination fees. Please respond to this notice within 15 days. If this is not resolved, I will proceed with a formal filing with the NJ Board of Public Utilities, the NJ Attorney General, and the BBB, as well as initiating a demand for arbitration as outlined in your terms of service. Sincerely, your name, your phone number, your service address. Your next steps? 1. Mail it. Send this via certified mail at the post office. Keep the green receipt. 2. The paper trail. While waiting for their response, file your online complaint with the NJ Division of Consumer Affairs.
I'm doing all this to Boost. I'm not joking. I'm doing all of it. I'm telling you, after I do the live stream tomorrow, you guys got to be tuned for that one. Because when I play this message to them and I tell them everything that I'm going to do, that they mess with the wrong person in NJ, and then I got the proof on YouTube and they can pull up my YouTube channel, they're going to unlock my phone. They're like, hold up, we're going to get a higher up to call you in 24 to 48 hours. We don't want no problems. There's no need for you, Mr. Febres, to do any of this stuff to get us in trouble with the Better Business Bureau, with the certification and fraud department of services in New Jersey. You heard what New Jersey got 10 million out of AT&T for lying. So I don't think that Boost wants to lose $10 million. They're not in the position to want to lose money, is what I'm trying to say. So they better not play with me. I'm not the one to play with. Not the one to play with. They better unlock my phone so I could use it with Visible, use it with US Mobile, and I'm not paying the bill no more. If not, I'm doing all that. Getting in contact with all these people, giving them the link to my channel, letting them see last year how bad the speeds got, that I couldn't even send an iMessage. I'm pulling all the receipts. I got all the videos here. What happens with Boost Mobile when you go over your 30 gigs, your 50 gigs, your 40 gigs? I got all that here. So they are literally screwed. There's nothing better than video evidence. Nothing video, nothing. CC doesn't lie. CC basically means cameras, but you know, your phone is basically like a CC. So all the video that you put on YouTube can ultimately help you get out of a situation. So I'm definitely gonna come at Boost Mobile tomorrow on the phone. And I'm like, if you guys don't get the higher ups to unlock my phone, this is what's gonna happen. I'm not paying you guys not another cent for this phone, not another $36. You guys are not providing the service that I'm paying for. And like I said, if you guys don't want me to contact the New Jersey utilities and New Jersey's deception fraud department for you guys lying and killing my internet after I go over deception of 512 kilobytes and have a $10 million lawsuit like AT&T did, I'm not the one to play with, Bruce. Unlock my damn phone and let me go. And I won't even talk about you guys no more. Well, you know, not in a bad way. I'll show, you know, you guys giving free phones like I just did earlier, but other than that, no. So basically, guys, after tomorrow, I call it quits of almost 2 years. It's been 2 years since I got Boost, and it's been horrible on the AT&T ever since they decided to kill off their you know, their dish. Is horrible. It is horrible. Dumpster fire. Horrible. And Boost doesn't know who they're playing with. They're playing with fire. They are playing with fire. Alex, you decided. Family for help in earning. No, but I think doing a live stream is more harmful, bro. It's like when I was you know, telling you guys yesterday, and even when I, you know, talked to my brother from another mother, Los, you know, Carlos Aztec, the homie. Subscribe to the channel. He has great content, and also Steam Mobile Tech. Like when I was talking to Carlos yesterday, I told him I did the video talking about T-Mobile postpaid and how my brother's 55 and plus plan used to have unlimited data, and then all of a sudden last year I made the video where it showed after 50 gigs 2G speeds, and now the plan says truly unlimited. So don't get it twisted. These companies don't want beef with us YouTubers. They do not want beef. I mean, look at how you think AT&T is not mad at Sneed for coming at them the way he does. Yes, yes, they are. So you think Boost is not going to be scared? Yes, they are. As soon as they pull up my channel and they say 54,300 and something subs, they're gonna, oh yeah, we're gonna unlock your phone. They can't send me a cease and desist letter. They can't threaten with giving me a copy strike because I am a paying customer. I am paying for this damn phone. Look at what my bill is because I complained. You guys know I complained. I did the live stream complaining to Boost, and they gave me a credit of $30. Look at this shit. Let me show you. My bill is $57.33. Look at it right there. What does it say? Welcome, Alexander. You see? $57.33. So I'm paying $36.11 for this phone plus $50 for the plan. You know what I'm saying? And Boost is being very deceptive. So they need to unlock my phone. Because if they don't unlock my phone, then hey, I'm gonna contact the Better Business Bureau. I'm gonna contact everything that Gemini told me to do. The Department of Fraud and lying about services. So stay tuned for tomorrow's live stream. It's gonna be spicy. It's gonna get spicy. And guys, now I'm tired of sitting down on this chair. Being here for 2 hours, I don't want to further hurt my back. So we're, like I did Saturday where I couldn't do a live stream for a whole day because I couldn't even sit down for that long. I had to lay down almost the entire Saturday. So guys, take care. God bless and be safe. Like I said, if you know Spanish and you want to support the Spanish channel, the Alex Tecnomobile is the channel. I showed it earlier. Stay tuned for that Boost Mobile tear down because I'm gonna talk to a manager and I'm gonna tell him, you get me in contact with your highest department to get this shit done, or this is exactly what I'm taking, the steps that I'm taking. And I'm gonna let them know, and I'm on the live stream. So all these videos, all this stuff is admittable under the court of law. So there you go. Boom, and they're gonna get super scared. Why do you think they gave me the $30 credit? The guy was like, yo, he's live streaming right now. He's reading comments. And they know I'm a YouTuber. I told him, look it up. I'm live streaming. Alex Rawtalk. Look it up. Ain't no problem. You can't copy strike me or nothing because I am a paying customer. I'm not getting Boost for free. And your service sucks. So yeah. So definitely, guys, I'm definitely gonna catch you guys in the next one. Take care. God bless and be safe. Turn on that bell notification to never miss none of my content. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. And I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one tomorrow, guys. Well, today it's already 12 a.m. over here in the East Coast. Later on today. You already, guys, and thank you for watching. Take care. God bless and be safe. Deuces.